the audience was
That
here.
really worked
Sorry,
out,
guys.
didn't it?
I'm gonna grab my muffin tray.
Is there extra wine? Is that
Yeah,
illegal?
take
Oh, no,
one.
no, you can fit.
Oh shoot!
You need napkins?
There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. It was my water glass.
I like your boots.
Wine is the least I can do.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Bye.
Bless your heart.
I think your professor is gonna really enjoy it.
Thank you guys all for giving me a few minutes to listen to this. So were you formula fed or breastfed? It's something we all have in common, being that those are the only two forms of appropriate nutrition for an infant. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about why breast milk is the most optimal form of nutrition for babies. From my experience as a lactation specialist and through research, I have found that not only is it the most optimal form of nutrition, but it's also the easiest way to feed a baby when a mom is prepared with the proper information and support. Research also tells us that how much support a mom has for breastfeeding will determine if and how long she breastfeeds. So it's important for all of us to be informed on the benefits, whether we are going to be breastfeeding mothers or just supporting the other women in our lives. Tonight I'm going to tell you about the nutritional benefits for the baby as well as the lesser known health benefits for the mother. And I'm going to review the hormonal benefit for women when they breastfeed that helps them get through the postpartum phase, and finish off with the basic efficiency, including cost and convenience. By the end, I hope you'll be convinced that breastfeeding is the best way to go for your own children or just in support of the women in your life. For several decades, the research has been clear that breast milk is optimal nutrition compared to formula. But in the last decade, that research has gone a little more in depth into how and why breast milk is healthier. According to the Womanly Art of Breastfeeding, an infant that receives breast milk has a decreased risk of sudden infant death syndrome, heart disease, and type 1 diabetes. Diana West, an international board-certified lactation consultant, also explains how the milk a baby receives in the first few days of life actually operates as an anti-infective agent and coats the baby's guts and intestines to protect against foreign pathogens. Now, I'll stop there with the baby's health benefits, but the list really do go on and on. And as I mentioned earlier, there are benefits for the mother as well. Most moms, of course, are eager to lose the baby weight. And according to Dr. McKeeb-Dyrow in an article for Women's Health Journal, breastfeeding actually burns 300 to 500 calories per day. And in a research study at the Radcliffe Infirmary in Oxford, England, researchers found that a woman who breastfed for at least 12 months decreased her chance of breast cancer by 4%. So if you breastfeed more than one child for a series of 12 months, it continues to decrease by 4% each 12 months. It also reduces a woman's risk of cardiovascular disease. Now, if the long-term health benefits aren't convincing enough, there's also just the hormonal influx we have of oxytocin. So just imagine that brand new warm infant cuddled up against your chest, close to your eyes, ears, and nose, all those sensory receptors. What happens in this moment is actually a physiological reaction where our bodies release a huge dose of oxytocin. And oxytocin is the love hormone. We see it flood the body during sex, right after childbirth, and during breastfeeding. So it helps moms, it's the happy hormone, the love hormone. It helps moms get through that postpartum period where they may be nursing 12 times in a 24-hour period. So getting this dose of oxytocin and helps them cope with the many challenges of dealing with a newborn baby. Now that we know the nutritional and physiological benefits, I'm going to talk a little bit about the basic numbers of efficiency. A formula-fed baby, actually, it costs about $1,200 a year to pay for, that 12 months worth of formula. Breast milk is free. It doesn't cost a dime. The next is just pure convenience. The fact that you have it on hand, or rather on chest, anytime, anywhere. You don't have to worry about packing bottles, sterilizing bottles, or remembering the scoop for the formula amount. So it really lightens your diaper bag, and busy parents will appreciate this fact that it's one less thing you have to remember to pack with you. I've saved the best for last. This is my favorite part. A study produced in the journal Clinical Lactation in 2011 actually showed that breastfeeding mothers get more sleep than formula feeding mothers. And they attributed part of that to the fact that a breastfeeding mother who stays in a dark room with her infant or just goes to another dark room to get the infant actually falls to sleep afterwards much quicker than a mother who has to go into a well-lit room and has the stimulation of the lights. Now that alone was enough for me, and as those of you that have parenting experience know, that's how crucial sleep is at this stage of a newborn's life. Now I hope you understand that information and are convinced that breastfeeding is the best way to go. I appreciate you listening to me. So as we've learned, the benefits extend all the way from just the physical and physiological nutritional value for the infant, as well as benefits for the mother, and the cost and convenience of the breast milk as well. So I hope you'll all go forth and encourage and support mothers in your lives to breastfeed. Thank you.